Welcome to another video brought to you by Kendall Works. So today I'm going to show you how to install IIS on a Windows 10 computer. In order to do that, you're going to want to click on the Windows logo here on the bottom right. You're actually going to want to right-click on it and go to Control Panel. Under Control Panel, you're going to click on Programs and Features, and then you're going to want to click on Turn Windows Features On or Off. Under this menu, you will select the one that says Internet Information Services, and go ahead and click OK. It's letting you know that it has completed it. Now, to verify that IIS is installed, you can simply come down to Corona. That's what this little ball is called. And you can type in, or sorry, it's called Cortana. Under here, you can type in information, and it'll bring up the Internet Information Services Manager. You can click it on your server name, your sites, your default website. To verify that this website is actually working, what you can do is bring up your Internet Explorer. Go ahead and type in localhost. As you can tell, it's already there. It's working. Now, while we're in here, I'll show you something that not a lot of people are aware of. So we have the default website, but a lot of people don't really know or utilize this default application pool underneath the application pools. So let's say you're creating a website that has a login capability, and once you're logged into that landing page or whatever it may be, after a certain amount of time it always seems like, hey, I'm getting kicked out of this website. Well, that's actually maintained under the default app pool. If you're using a specific application, sometimes the programmers will create separate application pools for those sites. So you may have to drill down on those sites as well to view these settings. But basically what's happening is these default app pools, you can specify the timeouts. So what you want to do is right click on the app pool and go to Advanced Settings. This window will pop up, and under your idle timeout in minutes, it's set to 20. Now all you have to do is simply come in here and change that to a different number. In this case we want to set it to an hour, so we'll change that to 60 minutes. You can also change actions like, what do you want to do on the timeout? Well, you can either terminate it or you can suspend it. In this case, we want to terminate it. Suspension of the idle timeout is probably not a good idea. Termination is nice because it'll let people know that once they've reached that maximum duration of time, that it's going to kick them out of the site. So you don't want people clicking on the site and wondering, hey, why isn't it doing anything? So I would highly suggest using terminate. And then there's a couple other settings you can mess with here that all relate to ping times and things like that. I wouldn't really mess with any of those. I'll scroll down here just because I'm already in here. There's nothing really in here that I would recommend changing. I'm trying to think. If you had, I'm not even going to get into that on this type of I guess video, but you can basically change the managed pipeline mode. You can use integrated or classic. It's dependent on ASP, and really you'd want to get with your developer to know what you want to mess with here. But I guess my point being is there are some features in here that are nice to know that they're here, and they are beneficial if you can change them, and specifically that idle timeout. And the other nice thing is they implemented in IIS in the newer versions is if you change this, it actually makes it a darker black to let you know, hey, this is not the default identity of what it was initially. So if I was to click OK, let's say I came back into this, and let's say I was in a big organization and somebody said, hey, the timeout seems like it's been changed for whatever reason. You could just come here back into Advanced Settings, quickly look, anything with a dark or bolded lettering has been changed from the default. So hopefully that helps you guys out. I appreciate you guys for watching, and thank you very much.